Thank the baseball gods we don't let pitchers hit anymore. My lord, that was a brutal time. Vogie, Big Dan, the man who rocks the eye black, or as I prefer to call him, Danny Dingers. Daniel Vogelbach is the legend who this video will primarily focus on because he's truly one of a kind. But let's begin by talking about swinging. No, not that kind of swinging. Get your head out of the gutter. I mean the swinging you do with the bat. Something that Javier Baez is infatuated with. I mean seriously, the dude has never seen a pitch he didn't like. What even is this? Or this? Or this? I get it. You can't hit a home run if you don't swing. But Javi, my man, let's chill out for a second. According to Fangraphs, since 2015, the league average swing rate is 46.7%, meaning the league swings at fewer than half of the pitches they see. Our guy Baez, however, has a swinging percentage of 55% during that time frame, and only 7 players, yes, 7, have swung more often than him. As you can see, Avisail Garcia swings at everything. He's been in the top 5 in swing rate in every season since 2015, with only 3 exceptions. Here's how Avisail has ranked among MLB hitters over the last 8 years. 3rd, 11th, 1st, 3rd, 11th, 7th, 2nd, 2nd. So yes, Avisail Garcia swings at everything. But we're not here to talk about that. No. In fact, we're here about a man who does the exact opposite. A man who never takes the bat off his shoulders. The one and only Daniel Vogelbach. Vogelbach entered the league in 2016 and almost immediately became known for 2 things: his beefy stature, hence the nickname Big Dan, and his plate discipline. As soon as he arrived, Vogelbach started to watch more pitches go by than most. But the funny thing is, in 2018, the first year he was given more than 100 plate appearances, he was the most aggressive. He swung at nearly 35% of pitches. Now, that doesn't seem high at all. And you're right, it isn't even a little bit. Among players with as many plate appearances as him, Vogelbach had the 3rd lowest swing rate. Only Russell Martin and Alex Blandino swung less often. From there, Vogelbach's plate discipline, or love affair for keeping his bat in the loaded position, improved considerably. His swing rate has dropped in every single season since 2018. In 2022, it's currently sitting at 32.1%, by far the lowest in all of baseball. Juan Soto, notorious for drawing walks, swings nearly 3% more than Danny Dingers. And here's where it gets interesting. Vogelbach has a chance, albeit a very small one since there's only a few weeks left in the season, to break the all-time record for lowest swing percentage in a single season. Swing rate started being tracked in 2002, or 20 years ago, and Brett Gardner, you know, the player that the New York Yankees kept handing out contracts to, currently holds the single-season record for lowest swing rate among players with at least 400 plate appearances. But that's just the single-season record. That's for amateurs. What about the all-time career record? Well, if Vogelbach retired today, he would have the lowest swing percentage ever among hitters with at least 1,500 plate appearances. He would take over Bobby Abreu, who absolutely should be in the Hall of Fame, do not get me started, for the all-time record. Vogelbach should get into Cooperstown for this alone. Here are a few of my favorite Vogie stats that truly highlight just how selective he's been throughout his career. So far, in 2022, Vogelbach ranks 1st in looking strike percentage and pitches per plate appearance, and 13th in strikeouts looking, and mostly everyone above him has far more plate appearances. Now, does being patient or being aggressive benefit a player more? Which one is it? Let's look at adjusted OPS of players who have swung the most and swung the least since 2002 to see if we can get a better idea. Ah, Johnny Estrada. Now that's a blast from the past. From this alone, it looks like the better crop of players, aside from the anomaly that is Vlad Guerrero, come from the patient side. So this begs the question, is swing rate an irrelevant stat? Or does it mean something? That's for you to decide.